Hey, what is going on, guys? It is the SMT. Thank you for tuning in to watch this edition of the channel. Today we have the, I guess we'll call them preliminary rankings and performance metrics from the big carrier networks. And it's really interesting to see. We usually get these at the end of the first half and the end of the second half of the year. But for whatever reason, RootMetrics is releasing some preliminary findings for about half of the markets that they normally test. So we'll just call this preliminary half one, reports for RootMetrics for 2020. Last year, we did get the results, and AT&T had a great year. Sprint improved tremendously. Verizon kind of held strong, and T-Mobile was starting to kind of descend in terms of its medium speeds. And now we're seeing a similar trend, which is kind of concerning. Before I get into the detail of today's video, if you could please check out the description box. We have the following links there. We have the SMT Patreon page. We have the second channel's the Mobile Tech live streams. We also have the Twitter handle at SneedTech and the Megadon.net invite code, the social media platform of the future. Never need another social media platform ever again. No algorithms, no ads, no tracking. Megadon.net. So essentially, the best performer in terms of greatest improvement probably goes to AT&T. They surpassed T-Mobile in median speeds last year and a lot of the metrics, specifically with download speeds across the 125 tested markets. AT&T for quarter one of 2020, I guess we'll call it half one of 2020, has the fastest median speeds in 55 of the 125 tested markets. I believe their median speed was up to 79 megabits per second. Very, very impressive. So a lot of people are wondering, what is the secret sauce? What is AT&T doing to make their network so strong? And really, it's about network spending and what they're doing on the hardware side of their tower sites. And specifically also configurations, adding a whole lot of connections to people's phones. I actually get into more of this in greater detail on the Patreon page version of this video. So if you guys want the nitty-gritty and the details as to what AT&T is doing, you guys can head over to the Patreon page and check out the details there in that video. But essentially, AT&T is seeing 51 of the 55 available markets that were tested in the first half. They improved their speeds by 15 megabits per second in terms of median speeds. Very, very good. Verizon and AT&T, the only two carriers with speeds of below, or with two or less markets, speeds below 20 megabits per second, which is impressive. That's really stellar. Just to give you guys an idea of how the others tested, it looks to me like it's not good for T-Mobile. T-Mobile had 27 such markets where they were sub 20 megabits per second, and Sprint only had 12 markets. So the tables are kind of turning, and it really looks like the merger, and I also think as well as the network strain from pre-merger, was really starting to get felt by T-Mobile. I mean, think about it. A few years ago, even just a couple of years ago, T-Mobile was the network that was ascending. Speeds were awesome. Customers were really loving the network access they had. And then, you look at how much market share T-Mobile has taken, and you look at how many subscribers they've gained. Now let's throw in the merger. Things may not be good on these types of metric reports in the near future for T-Mobile. I just don't think it's gonna look too good for them. But my takeaways: AT&T is fast, and it's getting faster all the time. High capacity network. My second takeaway: Verizon and AT&T are still king. They really, they either are the fastest in a market, or they share fastest median download speeds within a given market in like 90% of the markets. Sprint improved tremendously. T-Mobile's feeling the congestion. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this news coming out of this report. It's very preliminary, but it is indicative that I think it's very telling about two companies. AT&T improving, they're ascending in terms of the network performance. T-Mobile's hurting. And it was happening before the merger, and I think it's going to continue in this way for the rest of the year until the full network integration really starts to pick up speed and catch traction. You guys let me know what you think. Go ahead and drop me a line in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Let me hear what you guys have to say. If you watch this video all the way through, you are a real one. Thank you for doing so. Let's hashtag Big Blue, Big Red. Hashtag Big Blue, Big Red, because they did perform the best so far in these metrics. If you liked this video, found it informative, and you enjoyed it, please do hit that like button. Share it to your favorite social media platforms. Thank you so much for that. Also, if it's your first time here and you want to hang around and catch some other videos and make sure that you are notified whenever we do upload videos here, first hit the subscribe button, then activate the bell notification icon. And if you're not ready to leave the channel just yet, here's some other videos for you to check out. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I am the SMT, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.